It's your boy Gruff here, back with another video, and today I got a special video for you guys, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the ultimate beginner's guide for all the new players that join, because I know every time there's a new anniversary, a lot of people have just heard about this Dragon Ball Legends mobile game and they want to try it out and everything. But once they go here, there's probably a lot of stuff that they don't know about the game, or there's just too much to handle, right? There's just a lot of things that, like, what is this? What is that? What is that? So I kind of want to make a guide for you guys. If you guys are OG, you guys pretty much don't need to watch this video, but if you guys do, just want to just come and, like, just support me, greatly appreciate it. But this is going to be catered for the new players that's joined the game that is really confused. So this is going to be a really long video, but I'm going to basically talk about pretty much everything in the game. There's going to be some stuff that I forget and everything, so make sure to stay patient with me. If you do have questions, comment down below. I'm gonna try to help you guys out as much as possible, and the other people will help you out as well. This community is really dope. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the next clip and let the video begin. So I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, so before we start, we got to talk about this game, like what type of game this is. This game, Dragon Ball Legends, is a gacha game. So a gacha game basically is there's a certain currency that you need, and they in order for you to get the newest units, you have to summon them below, and you have to summon for them, and there's a certain percentage drop that they have for you to pull that unit. So it's not like you just spend just 1,000, you instantly get that unit. You have to get lucky and everything to pull them, and they also have certain percentages and all that stuff. So that's the gacha game of it. Now, in order for you to summon for these units, there's this currency called Chrono Crystals. As you guys can see in the top right, you guys see it says 1,603. Those are called Chrono Crystals, and that's how you summon for units and try to hope that you pull them and everything, right? Even if you have a ton of Chrono Crystals and you summon for one unit, you still might have a chance of not pulling them. So you also gotta remember that, this game can give you the shafts, bro. Like I got shafted sometimes, but you can also get really lucky too. So just want to make sure you guys know that there's a chance of you getting your favorite unit. You're not guaranteed anything really if you're summoning, so for a certain unit. So also there's also called Zenny as well. Zenny also helps you a lot because it helps with in terms of other things in this game. So you also want to make sure you build Zenny as well. If you play the game, you're going to grab a lot of Zenny and stuff, so you'll be fine. But those are pretty much the two major currencies in this game that I want to talk about. So yeah, we can move on to the next part, and I'm gonna catch you guys there. All right, so this is the next part. I want to talk about the banners. These are like the banners that with your Chrono Crystals or tickets as well, because you can also get tickets from certain things and summon as well. But majority is going to be about crystals, right? So there's certain banners that you can summon on with certain units that are on them and stuff where you can chase. So yeah, for banners, I just want to show you guys the rates and everything about certain units. These are the rarities right now. I'm going to talk about these rarities like next after this clip right here. I'm going to talk about the rarities and stuff. But the highest rarities are sparkings, and then it goes extremes and heroes. I'm gonna get more in depth with that to the next clip. But you can see certain units, how their percentage is. Like this, for example, this Goku Black is only a 0.5% chance, and then extreme units are 0.35% chance for certain individual ones, and then heroes are 1.5. So that's just the percentage and everything of certain drops, and they vary, right? They vary from certain units to units. So make sure you do check those out and everything before you summon. And there's also there's like different types of banners as well. Like there's a regular banner like this where single summons and consecutive summons. There's something called step ups where you go to you do certain steps, right, per each rotations. You also have things like I said, you have tickets ones, and you have ones that you can also do singles as well. So that's also another thing that's really important. So that's pretty much it with the banners. I think I kind of cover everything, and I'm gonna hop into the next point, which is going to be really long, so stay with me. So I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, so this part right here is gonna be pretty long, and I'm gonna really be talking about units, right? This is gonna be, yeah, most likely going to be the most important part. So I really want you guys to listen to everything, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So for this game, there is certain color. There's color typing in this game, right? So there isn't, it's kind of weird. Like certain colors do extra damage to other colors, and everything. So the color wheel, I don't really have a picture of the color wheel. I don't think I can show you guys, but I'm gonna tell you guys this. There is five, I mean, well, there's actually 7 colors, but 5 colors really for PvP. I mean, actually 6 colors in PvP. There is one called light color. That is for the story unit, right? Like the shallot dude, right? He's pretty much the only character that is light. But I just want to talk about the other colors that for all the other units has besides the light one. So there's 5 colors. There's red, there's yellow, there's green, there's blue, there's purple, and I'm gonna tell you guys what color does more damage to this color. So red does extra damage, does a ton more damage to yellow. Yellow does a ton more damage to purple units. Purple unit do a ton more damage to green units. Green units do a ton more damage to blue units, and then blue does more damage to red units. And it's kind of like that circle. It's that circle right there: red, yellow, green. No, it's red, yellow, purple, green, blue, red, and it's like a circle like that. So red, yeah, although red does more damage to yellow, yellow will do less damage against red. So if you do the reverse of the order I just said, yellow will do less damage to red, red will do less damage to blue, blue will do less damage to green, green will do less damage to purple, and then purple will do less damage to yellow. So also wanted to point that, did I say that wrong? No, red does less damage to blue, blue does less damage to green, green does less damage to purple, purple does less damage to yellow, and then yellow does less damage to red. So my fault right there. So I got the colors out the way. Now, I also want to talk about the rarities of the game. There's also, like I said, there's heroes, extremes, and sparkins, and there's also ultra. Now, ultra right now, they're not summonable units as of now, but in the future there will be. But basically, sparking units are pretty much the most sought after ones. They usually tend to be the strongest. Heroes are usually tend to be the weakest, and then extremes are in the middle. There's some really good extremes that can compete against sparkins, and there's some that's really bad that just can't. So yeah, those are pretty much things about the rarities in the game. And I also want to talk about the typings, not the color typings, but like the unit typings. So there's 4 different types of units that you can use in this game. They have these different classes, right? There's one that's for melee, so they do a lot more damage to strike, right? They do, like, their strike damage is pretty much what they're prioritized, they're known for. There's one that's range that does like basically the opposite. They do range attacks. They do the most damage off range attacks. There's support units where support units, you know, they supply support. Oh my god, support buffs to your team. That's what they specialize in. And then there's defensive units that's not really best for attacking, but they tank a lot of damage. So those are the 4 different unit typings in this game as well. So next we can talk about free-to-play units and their stumble units. Free-to-play units are basically units that you can do off events and get them for free by grinding the events by using your energy. Energy is things that you can get replenished over time, and then there's also ways of you increasing your energy as well. So I'm gonna drop all my guides down below in the description if you guys need certain guides on certain things. So you definitely energy does play a big part in this game as well. So yeah, those are free. There's free to play and there's summonable units as well. So next it comes to leveling. Now, as you guys see, all my units here are level 5,000 right now. You guys see that it says 5,000. You want to get them to 5,000 because you want to get them to as max potential as possible, right? You definitely want to get them to max potential as possible. So you definitely want to train them up and everything. There is a section called train. You can go here and train your units up with certain items and stuff. And you can train them and get them to 5,000. And next, there's also soul boosting as well. Now, soul boosting is really important as well as leveling because you want to soul boost your units because you get these extra, you know, to their strike attacks, to their blast attacks, and that's going to help them get them to max damage as possible. So you definitely want to get those. And I'm going to talk about the resources that you need in those in a later clip. So definitely want to know that as well. And now I also want to talk about copy of dupes, right? There's a copy system where the more units the more like dupes you pull of that unit, the stronger they get. So say for example, you pull this like Piccolo one time, right? He'll be at 1 star. But if you keep pulling him more and more and more, he'll get to higher star levels, right? So there's a star level that goes from 0 stars to 14 stars, which is the max. So it starts off with yellow stars, then it goes to red stars, and you basically there's basically that. So if you are a free, if you do spend a ton of money in the game, it's really for them. Like it gives the advantage toward them because they can have more dupes and everything. But for free to play players, there are ways for you to get your units really like to 14 stars with the power with the help of Z powers, which I'm gonna talk about in a later clip as well. So I also want to talk about that. Now we can get to the units kits. Now this is where the magic happens. This one can make or break a unit to see how good they are and everything. Like I said here, this is their stats and everything for a certain, like since Goku's a melee type, his strike is higher than his blast and everything. He carries these cards. These are the cards that you bring for PvP or events. They have strike, blast, blue cards and green cards. There's some units that has awakened cards, but it's really rare. And then there's some units that has ultimate cards where it's kind of like another card when they pop their main ability they get. So some of these units does have these, some units do not have these. So let's go to the ability. This is different because Goku's an ultra unit, so don't mind the ultra ability. But every unit basically has a Z ability, and they have unique abilities. So Z abilities helps with the teams that they can be fit on and everything. I'm gonna talk about teams as well, like pretty much next after this. And then unique abilities, kind of the things that that makes them unique compared to others, because they're not gonna really have the same unique as other characters. It's different it's for them. That's what makes them unique. That's what's called unique ability. Then main ability is another ability that they get as well. So this is a good thing to point out. Now, so I pretty much talked about like the kits of the individual units. We can talk about the team now. Team building is really important in this game. Now, as you guys see, for example, for Goku, you see his Z ability. It does extra strike and defense for Tag Saiyans and Sun Family. Now, what you want to do is you want to build teams around this Goku so they can get so units that applies other abilities for the same tags, or it'll make them even stronger. So say for example, we wanted to build a Saiyan team, right? We want to take these units out. Let's put in some Saiyans, right? So let's go tag Saiyans, and we're just gonna put some Saiyans that has the Z ability for them. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna put this guy. We're gonna put let's say just stick with me. I know this is really confusing for most of you guys, but I'm trying to explain this as best as I can. So we're gonna pick this Goku right here. We're gonna pick this guy right here, and then we're gonna pick this guy. So if you guys do play this game, this team is pretty bad, right? But all these units here has a Z ability for Saiyan. So we go to details. These, like this Goku does blast and strike defense for Saiyans. The Vegeta does strike and blast defense for Saiyans or Vegeta family, so it could do either or, but we'll put them on Saiyans. This Vegeta does it for the purple Super Saiyan one does it for Sagas from the moves or Saiyans. And then Goku, another like just the red Goku does strike attack. Then Bardock does strike attack, and then the blue Goku does strike attack and defense for Saiyans. So you want to pair them up together so you can get them really strong and everything. So I think I got that out the way, and I also want to talk about one last thing off the units. So there's also some units called LF units. Basically, they're called legendary finish units. They're kind of like somewhat the rarest units in the game. They're usually really good. And about them is they have like off their old cards, if you kill the last enemy with their old card, they do like this dramatic finish, basically similar to like with fighters, the dramatic finish and everything is similar to that. And it's also this Zenkais. There's a concept of Zenkais where they take bad units, old Sparky units, and they make them better and everything. And what they do is they make their stats stronger. They give them the Zenkai ability, so like this applies to units that's red and tag Saiyan. So it's gonna apply this to themselves and other units that has this as well. And they also get they redo their old abilities, and they give them 2 more unique abilities, and their main ability they get hashed out and stuff like that. And then their soul boost, they get an extra tier of soul boost, which I'm going to talk about. That's required, called Zenkai boost as well. So that's basically the other things as well with units. I think I did everything. I talked about everything. If you got questions, just be sure to comment down below, and I'm gonna hop into the next thing we're gonna talk about. So I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, we're in the next thing now. So I just finished talking about the units. Now we're going to be talking about equipments. Now, as you guys can see from these units right here, if you check the bottom of them, you see how they have the letter Z's and stuff. Those are equipments. Now, I'm going to get real in depth with equipments as well. So this is equipments. So equipments are basically things that can make your units be even more stronger, right? If you if you have them at, if you do all the soul boosting, you can get up to, you can hold up to 3. If you don't complete all your soul boosts, you can range to 1 to 2, but you want to max them out so you can get 3 equipment, because equipment helps you in the game. It can be the reason why you win the game. Equipments are really important. I think a lot of people sleep on those, but I think they really are important and they're in the game. So there's certain equipments for every single tag. Like for example, if we pick this cell, for example, this equipment only apply for units that are cell units, right? So and then we can say, let's pick up another one. Say for example, this one right here, right? This equipment is only for, it's for Saiyan units. So any Saiyan units can use this equipment. And you can't, not a regen unit, only Saiyans, right? So all equipments have like these little equipment conditions and everything. And I also want to talk about the rarity of them. Now, there's different rarities compared to, like, you know, like I said with units, where there's like heroes, extremes, and sparkings, and then ultras. There's that for there's that for equipments, right? There's gold. I mean, they start off with bronze, then it goes to silver, then it goes to gold, and then it goes to platinum. Those are the 4 rarities in the game, for this game right now. And it's also ladder ranks. Now, the higher the ranks you have for these equipments, basically the stronger they are. So you really want to try to aim for Z's or Z. I actually want to aim for Z plus, but those are really, really hard to do. But you want to go for Z's, if not S. S are really good, but the rarities for the equipment is like the letter ranks and everything. It goes from, I think it starts from F to E to D to C, then it goes to B, then it goes to A, then it goes to S, then it goes to, let's scroll up some more, to Z, and then the best one out of them all is Z plus. So if you get them to Z plus, that means you pretty much maxed out the unit, maxed out the equipment in a sense. So you really want to aim for Z plus, if not Z's, and then S. So I do have a guide on how to try to get those things. And if you do have a bad roll, for example, like this, where this one has 2 gold slots, gold slots are really good and red slots are really good. You can actually remove the slots as well and re-roll for a better one. They're called equipment erasers and everything. They help you erase those bad rolls, and then you can have a chance to re-roll for a better one as well. So yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. And then there's also awaken equips. Now there's certain units similar to like Zenkai units, where there's certain units that got a Zenkai. There's certain equipment that has awaken equips, right? Basically awaken equips are just like Zenkais, where they make, you know, like just the regular equipment, and then like they awaken them to be even stronger, right? So there's also things that you need to get these things, right. You got to do this one event called Ultra Space Time Rush, which is going to be really hard for you new players. So I really advise you not to go into that event because it's super hard. So once you get the understanding of the game, you can try that out and, you know, start getting awakened equipment. So I think I covered everything for equipment as well. And yeah, so we're gonna hop into the next slide, and I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, since now I've finished doing the equipments, we're going to be talking about souls and Z power. Now, souls are the things that's going to help you. For example, on this thing called Soul Boost right here, it's going to help these souls and rising souls, super souls are going to help you complete these panels so you can get your units maxed out and everything. And then there's also Zenkai souls, so units that are Zenkai units, and you want to unlock those other poles to make them stronger. There's Zenkai souls. So those things are really important. You really want to, get a lot of those. And there's a certain event that gives you a ton of rising souls and super souls. It's this one right here. You go here, you click on the event tab, and then you want to go to upgrade, and then you want to go and farm these, right? You have red, so you can farm the Pacific souls you need to upgrade that unit to max and everything. So rising souls, super souls as well, and then Zenkai souls. Those are hard to get. Zenkai souls, you gotta do there's an event called Co-op, which I'm gonna get into, or you can get them off exchange shops, things like other rarities in the game, like other currencies, like little currencies in the game that you can exchange for Zenkai souls for those Zenkai units. So I think that's it for the souls. And there's also things called Z power. Now, I know all you free to play, when I talked about how you got to get more dupes of the certain units, you guys were kind of a little bit mad, but is ways for you to get your units really, really strong without you having to like have loads of chrono crystals and hope that you get real lucky. There's things called Z power. Now, Z power is basically, it can help you get a unit really, really strong. Hopefully I can find an example of me using one right now. So I think I definitely do have one that I can do right now. So say for example, let's do GT, right? So I'm gonna go here for this baby, right? You click here, you click show details. If you do have the Z power for that specific unit, it's gonna be right here called use multi Z power. You click on this, yeah, just click OK. And these things can make you reach to the next level and everything. So these are the equipments, not equipments, but these are the Z power, right? You know, these applies to this baby Vegeta. And you click here, you click this thing, you click transform, and then it adds that Z power towards it, and it slowly works you to the next level till you get that next star, and it gets you more stats. So you get Z power from a lot of places. I have a guide on that. Make sure you check the description. I'm gonna have guides for everything I have from this channel, so you guys can check it out and everything. And yeah, that's it for the Z powers and souls, and we can hop on to the next thing, and I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, next we're gonna just talk about like events and everything throughout the game. There's a ton of events and stuff that you can do that does certain purposes. Like for example, like upgrade, these things can help you with the game. So say for example, you're trying to main a certain team like Saiyans, for example. They have some of these, like these are not all the Saiyan equipment, but these are some Saiyan equipments that you can use on your units, and you can grind like this event out, and you can get like equipments for those to start up your Saiyans team, and certain tags that you want to work, say future or android regeneration and whatever. This is really good. Now if you want to level up your units, you want to use this, you want to you know, farm these, like do this stage over and over so you can make them stronger. You know, Zenny if you need more Zenny, and then like I said, for souls, certain colors, certain numbers and everything as well. Original series or things that you guys kind of want to do, these are for the Zenkai EX units. You have to do all these things and clear it out and stuff. You can get a lot of chrono crystals and Z power for those EX units, and as well. And then recommended are these units, these events come and goes and stuff. So you definitely want to do these rising battle ones, or the ones, these are free to play units. Rising battle, and then this is a free to play Ultra Goku. These also free to play units as well, but they're part of the Legends Roads. And then these other ones are just other events and stuff that you can get CC and clear missions for as well. And then let's go to the missions. So missions are ways for you to get more chrono crystals and stuff. You will have a daily thing every single day. Every time the game resets, you can do these daily things and grab like nice items, energy and stuff. And it is also events here that you can clear for certain events that you do. You get certain rewards, chrono crystals, other currencies as well. And then special ones are they're just specials and stuff like that. And in order for you to unlock all these things, you got to complete the story. So you got to complete certain parts of the story to unlock certain things in this game. So I'm gonna talk about the story thing in the next clip about that. And then you also have mission plans and stuff that you just pick certain mission plans, and they give you more chrono crystals and more just resources. So I think I kind of went everything. Oh, also adventures. Now adventures are things that you can, ways of you getting certain extra currencies and extra resources or Zenkai souls, because Zenkai souls are part of it as well. And you can exchange, depending on like certain adventures you use, you can exchange for other rewards and stuff off the exchange shop. Like from here, there's a lot of exchange shop things. Like the ones that I was just using, they give me these things, and I can exchange them for souls and all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this clip, and I'm gonna hop on to the next clip. So I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, now, so this is the story part. The story basically center around this unit right here. I'm about to pull up is about this guy. It's got this guy Shala. He's the original character for Dragon Ball Legends, and everything is about him. And they have like their own little story mode and stuff. And the story is important, bro, because you can slowly start working on this guy, and he actually unlocks other transformations. I'm not gonna talk about which ones he unlocks, but he unlocks other transformations because he's a Saiyan and stuff. And in order for you to get certain things in this game, like unlock certain things, you got to go through the story, right? So I know a lot of you new players probably see some things that's locked out. You got to play the story, and you will unlock it. So yeah, it's about this guy. I'd really recommend you guys try to complete the story. You have a lot of challenges to do, and you can grind a ton of chrono crystals, so you can summon and everything and all that stuff. And you can basically, yeah, you can basically just grind these out, clear all the story, get as much CC as possible, and yeah, just it's free CC. And you also get mission rewards for clearing these stories as well. So pretty dope. Get a free character. You can slowly get them strong, get chrono crystals to summon. Really, really good. So we're gonna hop into the next thing, and I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, now for this last thing, I think I'm gonna group them all up in one thing. They're basically like the events, not the events, but the game modes in this in this game. So this game is really strictly about PvP, meaning player versus player. So you can actually play against other players online and everything. And you go here. Now you go to PvP. This is where you go. You want to click rating match. Like if you click on this one, rating match, or even training battle, you can basically fight against. You can fight against real players, and then sometimes you fight against bots as well. So yeah, there's this thing called RP. RP is how you basically rank up in this game. It actually have like a whole like rank system, like a top 10K and everything. And depending on your placements, right? I'm gonna show you guys here. Let's load this up. I know for free-to-play players, if you reach a certain battle rank one time, like once, it does give you extra rewards. So it does incentivize for you playing as well. And this is not loading for me. Okay, yeah, finally. These are the rankings and stuff. We can do season rewards actually. So for you, if you're in the top 10K, top 20K or higher, you get these extra rewards like more chrono crystals, more rare metals, more Z powers and everything. And higher you also get these little cool titles as well. That's pretty nice. And yeah, that's pretty much what PvP. Rating match, you want to do rating match. If you win, you get RP. If you lose, you do lose some RP, but usually win more. If you win, you get more RP than you lose, right? So unless you have a really bad losing streak, but it's really easy to level up. Once you get the hang of PvP and stuff, you should be able to go up there. And then rating matches, it's say for example you have like a 2-star unit, every units will be maxed out, and you just play fun battles. If you don't care about rank, like the rank system, you just kind of like want to practice and everything. It's other units that are maxed out, other players that has maxed out. Both of you guys will have maxed out teams. And also if you want to play against your friends, you can do friend battles. You can friend them up. You got to scan the friend code and everything, and then you guys can create a lobby and play against each other there and duke it out, which is pretty dope. So yeah, that's pretty much what PvP. Kind of got through it really quick. Now next there's this thing called co-op. Co-op is a player versus environment thing, the PvE thing, where there's actually a boss, and you also get to play with one person as your partner, and you take down this boss. And there's certain difficulties. It starts with beginner, intermediate, advanced, and extreme. The higher you go, like extreme is really difficult, and then beginner is really easy. So for your new guys, I think you guys should stick with beginner, intermediate, and then once you get a little hang of it, you can do advanced. And then extreme is just really hard, bro. You gotta have certain units to beat that, so it kind of sucks. But I think you guys should stick with beginner to intermediate for now, and then once you get a little bit better at the game, advanced. And then you do get these currencies as well, where you can exchange. Like I said, you get dual coin, you can exchange for more chrono crystals. You can get PvP messages, Z power tickets, summoning tickets. You can get Zenkai souls, right? You can get Zenkai souls. You guys get energy, skip tickets, slot removers, and all these other stuff. So yeah, this is actually it's okay mode. It's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it with co-op. Next, I do want to talk about Torment Power. This thing has just been announced. It just been announced not too long ago, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And basically Torment Power is you're in this certain little thing, and you basically have to make a team, and you have to kind of like defeat the enemy and stuff, these bots and everything, and you have to like clear it, and you have to see if you got to do some strategic things, right? You have to, depending on like the fist levels, they're harder. If they're small, they're less fists, they're easier. And then you can heal up, and then you can go to the yellow ones and exchange, like switch out your team if you think your team's not doing so well. And you basically want to reach all the way to the end, right? And you get these certain points if you take on higher difficulty, you get more points, and that's how you rank up. It's similar, it has a similar ranking system to like PvP as well, where the higher points you get, the higher ranking you get, and depending on your ranking, you actually go up to the next rank. So I think it starts off with C, then it goes to B, then it goes to A, then it goes to S, then it goes to Z. So right now I'm on Z right now, and that's pretty much it with the Torment Power. I have a kind of, I think I do have a guide on that. So next we're gonna go into guild. I think this is pretty much the last thing. If you guys do have questions, be sure to comment down below. So guild, right? Guild is basically where you can be in a guild with 30 people, right? There's a total of 30 people, and depending on what you do in the game, you get certain guild points that you face against guilds and stuff, and whoever has the highest points wins. But if you do win, you do, I mean, regardless if you win or not, you do get rewards. You get Z-Power tickets, you can get slots, energy, skip tickets, and all that stuff. And depending on your ranking, you get certain, color rankings. So if you're like really low, you're bronze. If you're in the middle, you get silver. If you're in the top 100, you get a gold. So that's pretty dope as well, and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's it with this. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the conclusion, and I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, so I think I pretty much explained everything. I kind of want to make this conclusion, everything about just the ultimate guide. I think I covered pretty much every aspect of the game. I know there's some stuff that I'm missing and everything, and if you guys are like just need some questions, comment down below, man. Like my community really wants to help people out. You guys have stuck on certain things about the game that you just need more info on, definitely comment down below. I'm gonna try my best to help you guys out. I always try to comment and help people out. I also have guides, so make sure you guys check the guides. I'm also gonna like name them and stuff from the guides that I make. And if you don't see a guide that I didn't make, comment down below about a certain topic that you need, ask questions, and I'll definitely be here to help and respond to you guys. And yeah, so hopefully you guys stay on this game for a very long time. This game is pretty fun. It has its rocky days and stuff, and there's some bad things they do sometimes, but there's a lot of good things as well. That's why it's up for 3 years. So hope you guys do pretty much get everything that I got. Like, you got everything about the game from this video. And yeah, man, be sure to subscribe and like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm gonna be posting a lot of like PvP showcases, also guides as well. And yeah, man, that's it with this video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Been my Gruff, man, and I'm out. Peace.